After working with black and white, color feels like the real start of the adventure. After the black and white studies from last week's video, I'm not going to start on the canvases yet. I will continue studies, but with color. I want to see my reaction to color and to look for signals, what I like, what I don't like, and also what the plants like and don't like, and how they look in this or this color. This will be the step before choosing the palette for the whole series. So let's test different techniques and colors and see what comes out. This is one of my go-to techniques to scrape in fresh paint with some tools, and especially with credit card or spreading paint with a credit card, and then carving in the fresh paint, in this case with the soft pastel, which is a very enjoyable process, and the result is super satisfying, so I will definitely try it on the canvases later. Then I tried painting with a sponge, generously dipped in paint, and it was a really fun technique, and I did many more later. I also tried the soft pastel on these marks, but not all of them were a satisfying result. And this is the sponge painting again. I tried with a little bit more transparent colors and different shades of greens in this case, and they turned out really very nice. It's really a very cool technique. This technique usually works well, revealing light paint under a thick layer of dark paint, but in this case it didn't work. Here I'm really just exploring, layering vibrant colors and different techniques, and also testing this new holder for my camera, which is just under my chin, and it's showing you subjective of what I see, but it's making me seasick, so I ended up not editing so many of these footages, because I don't want you to be seasick. Again using a credit card, and the marks are great, but the colors are not what I am after. I prepared a whole bunch of backgrounds on these small square papers with scraping paint, so I have a lot of pinks, and I layered, so there are some with some texture, some are plain color, and this is a very cheap paper, so the layer of paint is improving the surface of the paper, giving some tooth, and it's much more enjoyable to paint on this surface. After a few days doing lots of studies in color, the practice decides the palette. Then I chose my colors, and I picked combination of two, which I liked, and I worked in oil pastel over a layer of soft pastel in a sketchbook. Now I will have a look at all the color studies I've done so far. I will take some notes, what I like, what I don't like, color combinations which work, which doesn't work. Also have a look at the techniques which I use and what I would like to use further. And from all these color studies which I've done so far, I feel now that I can start refining my color palettes, and I will also create a mood board, which will be something to refer to if I get lost in the process. Here I like the inappropriate colors and the combination of blue and pink. This is a combination which I like a lot. This was the first one. I like the stripes, not to use it as it is, but I like the idea of stripes going in many directions, filling the page. The marks are very dynamic. I like, again, that it's occupying the whole page. This one is kind of disaster. The colors are very strange. It's a big salad. I will not keep it. I like the acid color and soft colors and the depth, the layers. Scraping. No, not finished. Absolutely not. There is something I like here in the colors, so I will keep it. Enjoying this video? Hit subscribe and stay tuned for more. No, this doesn't work. It's too muddy. The contrast isn't strong enough. What I wanted to do didn't work. No. It was from this sketch, I think. So it would deserve a bigger paper, but there is something I like. Not exactly this color of the background, but strong contrast, the stripes again. I'm not sure about this one. The print, the pink tips, and I remember this plant, I liked it. There is very low contrast, color contrast between the drawing and the background and the outline, and there is something I like about these two drawings. This was done drawing with my finger through clothes. I did it like this, drawing in the fresh paint, and I like the effect. And then I have a series which I did with a palette knife, which is not my favorite tool. This one and this one maybe, because it's more my colors, it's more vibrant. So I will keep these two. Palette knife, there is something about these dancing palm trees and I like the colors. And this one I love. It's a little bit like a crab with legs, the body or some insect and two tentacles in the front. This bad quality brush made some great marks, and then I draw the leaves, again these cloudy shapes of leaves. So these two are in my yes pile. Then I did some color sketches in this sketchbook, playing with oil pastel, soft pastel. This didn't work. I like this one though. It's a nice horizontal composition to work on further. I like these shapes, nothing special. And then I tried with two colors. So the soft pastel background, which is smudged on the back. It's like funny friends trying to hug you or something. And this color combination is my favorite so far. I really like a red outline on pink. This not so much. This is okay. This works fine as well. And this I tried later, but this pink is too purple. Or why not? So I will mark these pages and I will try to spread all the colors studies which I like somewhere where I can see them all together. And I forgot to show you these, which are pages of a sketchbook which collapsed. Interesting, maybe. This is a bit too violent. There is something I like about this one as well, the dots appearing in the background. I like the dynamic of this one, this diagonal. It's like an old photo, an old Polaroid. It looks almost like a finished piece. This one not so much. This is just soft pastels. And what I like is the composition and that the plant is going out from the page. And yeah, these two are on the same vibe. And there is this stripy pink part here, which I tried with dark on light and light on dark. But this works better. Again, kind of vintage feel with the square in the background. This kind of stripes here. Oh, this one is scary. It's like some kind of ghost, little bit Jack Pumpkin style. I like these colors. I went through the paper. I don't like this one. This is a bit too vibrant. The soft pastel kind of blurred on the edges. And there is something in the vibrancy which I like here. Then I did a whole series with dark blue, soft pastel on this pink background, soft pink. And I like them. Especially this one because the background has a little bit more texture. This one is same story, the diagonal. This euphorbia not so much. Very much this agave, I guess, or aloe. The texture is interesting, but the rest not so much. And then I did this series, which I really, really love, very quickly with paint on a sponge, this sponge, and I draw with this. It's in chronological order. Then it got a bit messy because I had some dark on the sponge. And the adventure will continue next time, as I will create a mood board and select my color palettes for the whole series. See you next time, bye!